Hello everyone, how are you today? So I'm a couple of minutes late today, but didn't realise what time it was. How you doing? Where are you? What's your weather like? Freezing cold here, a little bit windy, but at least we don't have snow and rain. Hello to Alison and Sharon and Wendy. Hello to you and Sue, Samantha, and Maggie watching with me. Hello Maggie. Um, hello Debbie. What else have we got? Christine. Hello. And Karen, hello to you too. Now I've got some new stuff to show you. I made a bag, which I am going to put a full video on YouTube for the whole thing. But I was, I was having a wander around our shop. We've got some lovely fabrics in our shop, and I saw this, which I'd forgotten about completely, and I just thought, that would make such a lovely bag. So I made a bag. So today I'm going to show you how to make the pocket. So there we go. It is, I haven't put any hardware on it, so there's no fastenings whatsoever. But the front pocket is quite nice and secure because it's got a welt pocket under a flap. And now this is one of those kind of bags that you can add to if you want to. So if you wanted to put a magnetic snap on there, you can do. If you wanted to put a magnet on here, you can do. Velcro would work. I wouldn't put a flap because it'd interfere. You don't want a flap on your flap. Flap on flap don't work. But there are, you can put a zip in there if you want. I'm sure I've got tutorials on how to fit zips to things. And it's a nice size. Now I used 1/2 meter of this fabric. The link is in the detail description box below. And there was enough with the 1/2 meter to make a patch pocket on the inside as well. And I've just used a white on white fabric. And we have some stitched webbing, which I thought just went so well with it. So I'm really pleased with that. That's the kind of bag that I'd use quite a lot. And I've got some tips for you for stabilizing as well. We'll have a chat about that in a minute. Samantha loves the blue. It's very stylish. And I love these kind of fabrics where it looks like you've done an awful lot more work than you have, because it looks as though it's been pieced together, and it's not. It's printed patchwork. Warm here in Montana, oddly warm and no snow. What do you normally have then, Deb, in Montana at this time of year? Mind you, we're quite mild, to be honest, I think, for this time of year. Ivory's just getting over ice and snow, finally at 38 degrees, melting slowly in North Carolina. Wow. Denise loves the patchwork. Oh, we've got Anne here as well. Oh, Anne. Oh, hello, Pamela. It is cheap patchwork. It's cheap patchwork. Oh, freezing in Kent, says Jane. Oh, hi, Moisa. How are you? Moisa's in Pakistan. Best wishes to you too. Hello. I made a little tote bag from Saturday. Where are you? There you are, Rosie. Come on, Rosie. Hope you get there. You are. I made a little tote bag from Saturday with cork and patchwork fabric, and it's lovely. Now we do have. Oh, hello, Kim. We do have. The plain cork has just arrived. So after we completed orders, the cork will be back in stock. Can't get rainbow cork at the moment. Can't get any more of that corded webbing in the, can't remember what colour it is. We've got a different colour in it. But we've got some new fabrics coming that I think you might like. I've got loads of bags to get busy with. 26 degrees, where are you? In Plettenberg Bay in South Africa. Oh, hello. Wish it was 26 degrees here. Oh, Pamela's just finished Hoot the Owl. Do post pictures, won't you? On the Facebook group. If you're not a member yet, we do have a Facebook group. It's the Debbie Shaw Sewing Shop. And I just love to see your makes. So it's somewhere that, you can be approved. Most people are. And except for the ones with fetishes, you know who you are. And but you can post pictures there because everybody is like-minded. So everybody sews, everybody is on your wavelength, but it's the only place you can actually post your pictures. So it's really nice to see what you've been making. So yeah, post a picture of your chumley, won't you? Linda's been working in the garden, planting snowdrops and bluebells. Oh, love snowdrops. They're just coming up, aren't they? We've got snowdrops, and the snowdrops are out, and daffodils are just sprouting as well, which is very nice. So anyway, let's go back to business. I'll show you some new fabrics in a minute. This fabric, I think, is going to sell out pretty quickly. It is, I can't remember what it's called, patchwork something. But again, the link is in the box below. I've used the 2 layers of, I'll tell you that in a second, of H630, and I've used our 40-gram weight interfacing with the lining. Now, when we sell out of this, or if you wanted to go for an alternative, this is brand new in today. Now, when you have a look on the website, the picture doesn't look exactly like this. We need to change it, and I shall do that very shortly. I'm just going to share my screen so I can show you exactly what it does look like on said website. There we go. That is it. Add to stage. It's this one. Oh, you can't see my cursor. That one there. The one that my hand's on. So it's a chambray denim patchwork print is what it says at the moment, and that looks nothing like what it is. So that will be changed very shortly. This is what it looks like. It's not chambray, it's a chambray print. So this is printed to look like chambray. It's cotton. So it's nice weight, it's cotton weight, but it could give you a similar kind of look if you were to stitch in between all of the lines. Yeah, it is that way. That's the right way. Well, you can use it that way. It's up to you. It doesn't really make any difference. And for this bag, you're going to need 1/2 meter. So if you want a denim kind of look, that would be a nice one to go for. And I think I might use a red lining. It'll look really nice with that one. So that's brand new on the website today. It's only £4 for 1/2 meter, and you only need 1/2 meter to make a bag. 1/2 meter to make a bag. What are we like? So that's an alternative for you. If you want that lazy patchwork kind of look, then that's a nice option for you there. Oh, I can't get myself back on the screen. How did I do that then? Huh. Do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. There we go. Back again. Sorry about that. Hello, Jane. Jeanette says, looking forward to starting sewing again after being ill for a long time. Oh, I hope you're going to be okay. I hope you're better now. When's the bag going to be available? Little sewing wheel. I just need to finish editing it, and then I'll pop it onto YouTube. So tonight, I'll carry on doing that when I finish the live stream here and put it on the website. No, I won't. Well, I might. I'll put a link on the website. It'll be on YouTube later on today, which means it's not going to be taken down after 30 days. Oh, a maxi skirt, Tracy. That would be lovely. This would be really nice for a maxi skirt, wouldn't it? Imagine that. I'm having a think about viscose and shirring elastic. I think it was Deirdre that was saying the other day that she wanted a shirring elastic waisted skirt. And I wear a lot of them, so having a think about that one. Anyway, I'll show you really quickly the bag. No, we'll have a look at that in a minute. We talked enough bag for a second. Let's have a look at some fabrics, because well, I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to get all these up first. Over the winter time, we sell an awful lot of faux leather, and we like to pride ourselves on the quality of our faux leather because it's not stiff and shiny and plasticky like a lot of faux leathers, and we've done some really classic colours. But as you can see here, we've now got summer, spring colours, bright, bold, things that we've not actually done before. Look at these. And again, literally just gone on the website. So excited about these. Look at the colours of those. We've not done anything like this before. They are just bold and gorgeous. And let me just see how much they are. £5.50 for 1/2 meter. So the back of them is a knitted fabric. So from selvage to selvage, And your selvage will be messy, you know, they expect that. You don't use that, but that's what it looks like. So from selvage to selvage, which is that way, there's a little bit of stretch. Not that way, but there is that way. So if you wanted to make something to wear out of this, but oh, it's just so very, very soft. I hope you can see that it's so fluid, it's so soft, it's soft to touch, it's gorgeous to work with. And if you are going to wear it, oh, you're going to look fabulous in this. But it is perfect for bag making as well. It is gorgeous. Easy to work with. You'll probably need your non-slip foot if it's top stitching, but as it's a fabric backing, if you're just sewing a seam together, you're going to be sewing right sides together, so you don't need a special foot. Don't use a leather needle on it, just your regular needle, a denim needle if you're sewing through thick fabrics. If you're going to use an interfacing, a fusible fleece or something on the wrong side, then fuse it from this side, not from that side. Don't touch this side with the iron because it will melt. But you can put fleece on there at the wrong side if you wanted to. And the cut, this is so soft. I mean, look at it. It's like liquid. It's beautiful. A lot of the time with these fabric, particularly, you know, the red. We haven't got red, but I haven't seen a red faux leather that isn't like plastic and really shiny and really stiff. And these are just beautiful, buttery soft. Dog's coat if waterproof. Oh, Leanna, your dog's going to look amazing. Imagine a patchwork dog's coat in this. I'd say water resistant. I haven't tested it for being waterproof, so I can't guarantee that. But certainly wipe clean. So even if you're using another fabric with a bag base for this, would be actually absolutely amazing. And if you wanted to mix and match with canvas, so not make the whole bag, maybe just make a bag base. So there's, oh, this is, I mean, look, it's like, oh, it's like chamois leather. It's so soft. If you just wanted to make a bag base out of, say, let me just check what we've called it. It's probably pink. Yeah, pink. Out of the pink. How about making the top of your bag out of one of our brand new canvases? So this one is Flower Garden. It's that way, obviously I've got the wrong way around. So the top of your bag from that, and the bottom of, oh, that'd be nice. And then the hand, oh, then, oh, and then the handles made from that. Oh, you could make this with that fabric at the bottom, this fabric for the flap, so you've got a stripe across the bottom, and then the handles out of that. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? So that's Flower Garden. Love those colours. Oh, I'm so looking forward to summer. Or maybe, so soft. Maybe, what about making a bag out of the blue? Excuse me. Just check colour. This is a little bit more royal than the colour that's on the website, but you can see what colour it is there. It's called bright blue. How about that with the base of your bag and that for the top? So this is, both of those are brand new canvases, but you can see they're lightweight canvases. They're very soft. They're not like the kind of canvas that you would do in oil painting and put in a frame. They're very soft. So you could use these for homewares, cushion covers, your dressmaking projects, or of course for bag making. You will need some kind of interfacing on the back of that. But that would make a striking bag, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that look nice? Oh, Fee's got a puppy. Oh, she's got no sewing done because she's cuddling a puppy all day. The bag looks posh. Will it be a downer? No, Deirdre, it's going to be free on YouTube. because it's only rectangles and things. So I shall put that on YouTube hopefully when I finish today. If not, it'll be early tomorrow morning. Depends how long it's going to take me. But yeah, new leathers, faux leathers. We don't do leather. Leathers are best on cows, I think. So they've got the pink, the bright blue, mustard yellow, and grass green. Gorgeous, beautiful, soft, fun, happy colours. Yes. Anyway, gushing about those, showing you those. Universal Cat's just back from walking the pup. I agree, Amanda. That's what it's for. Skin, isn't it? Skin. She loves the blue faux leather. Hello, Elizabeth. She's made it today. Welcome along. Amanda loves the flower garden. Lovely. Shirley loves the flower garden too. They're all on the home page. No, they're not. They're on the new arrivals page. So if you go to the website, debbieshawsewing.com, new arrivals, that's everything that we have. Oh, we've got some more 5. These sell out so quickly. The end of bolt scrap bags. Scrap. In inverted commas, because they're not really, they're big pieces. That's what you actually get. So it's not a random lucky dip. You can see exactly what you're getting in there. And 500 grams is an awful lot of fabric. We've got a new couple of patterns there as well. £5.40. You've got the price wrong there. Again, there should be £9.99. That's a heart cushion download. We're thinking Valentine's Day. Oh, and I haven't got these to show you, but have a look at the new webbings. 30mm wide. Those are 20. They're a bit narrower. But they're mottled. They're really lovely. Oh, these are new as well. Oh, I haven't got those to show you. Camelot fabrics. I thought they were normally more expensive than that. Anyway, that is new arrivals for you. This one. This is lovely. I'll just see what it's called before I show you. A lovely colour. Cotton embroidery floral in red is this one. But look, it's got a fancy selvage. So it actually comes off the bolt that way. But if you're making a skirt and use that as the hem, wouldn't that be lovely? So I've just missed some of your comments. I'm just scrolling down a little bit. One of my chickens has laid the first. Oh, Shirley's got a chicken that's laid its first egg this year. Congratulations. Hopefully it's going to be more than one of many. But it's actually, well, it's double-sided, isn't it? No, it is. There is a right and wrong side. You'll see that. But isn't that pretty? I've not seen anything quite like that before. And it's a good weight as well. Oh, that would be really nice. How would you do that? To have the frill on you might have to cut it off to make the frill on the edge as a frill around your cushion covers. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, Samantha's just ordered some of the webbing with patchwork fabric. I want to see pictures, Samantha. Yeah, that is lovely. That is so different, so unusual. That, Deirdre, would make a nice skirt, wouldn't it? With that around the hem, that'd be lovely. If you buy this, you've got to make the most of that hemline because it's just gorgeous. That's lovely. And then we have another embroidered style of fabric for you. So they're £5.75 for half a metre for those, which is pretty good, isn't it? And it's the green one. When these arrived today, I did say to my daughter, because I don't know what she buys. She just does what she wants. And I did say to her, so have you got something in mind? Because these look very much like something that you buy for yourself. Didn't answer me. This is the cotton embroidered voile floral in a grass green, but really pretty. It is like broderie anglaise, so these are holes. Really pretty, lovely colours, nice for spring. Oh, phew, that would make a nice Roman blind. Oh, a Roman blind with a frilly bit on the edge would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? I like a green. I've got green eyes, maybe that's why. Right, so that's that. That is all the new fabrics I have to show you. You will get this business going on the selvage, by the way. It's just the way that it comes off the bolt. So it's got quite a plain, you could use that as a border. So you've got a matching fabric to make a plain border, might be quite nice. But it's just the way that it's been manufactured. So I do expect to see this. Amanda is definitely going to get the heart cushion. Those heart, where are they? The heart cushions are gorgeous. She's done such a good job of those. Those are my daughter's designs and she's done a lovely job. Elizabeth loves a puppy smell. I think a puppy smell is the best smell in the world. Love a puppy smell. Love a puppy cuddle. Julie, haven't missed much. We've just been looking at new fabrics and new faux leathers. Intricate sashiko stitches. Yes, they do actually. I've got a bit of sashiko going on there, haven't they? Lynn didn't get a notification. I don't know how it works, Lynn. Don't know how it works. Anyway, shall we have a look at this bag and get on with the pocket? Need pen, chumley mug. All right. So this is the bag. I'm just going to show you how to make the welt pocket on the front in this demonstration. So I've used the fabric that I showed you earlier on the website, the patchwork and flap, webbing, and for the lining I've just used a white on white. I just think anything white or plain white would work really well as well. So let's get up the fabric pieces. And these are they. So the outer pieces, I've used my 2 layers of H630. And let's start with this. And I've quilted in between all of the lines. This is my pocket piece. I'll leave all the measurements when I do the video for YouTube, which will hopefully go on tonight. I'll leave all of the measurements for all of the pieces in the description box under the video. So don't take too much notice of this now, because I'll write it all down and I'll put it in the description box later. So that's okay. And which fabrics I've used and links and all that kind of thing. So here's my outer front fabric. And you can see I've added my H630, 2 layers of whatever interfacing wadding you like to give it a little bit of loft to the back. And I've sewn along each one of these lines to quilt it. But if you're not using this fabric and you wanted to quilt it, do that any way you like. You don't have to quilt the fabric. That's not important for the bag. And then we're going to take our pocket piece. And this is going to go right sides together to the front of a bag. But we need to make a box to make the pocket around the top here. So I have my ruler and I'm using a heat erasable pen, and this is the wrong side of the fabric. So my pocket piece measures 10 inches across, and I'll do it this way. It might be a little bit easier for me because I'm right-handed. And I'm going to draw a box 1.5 inches from the top, and that will measure, I'm just going to go from here, which is 1.5 inches from the edge down to 1.5 inches from the opposite edge. So the actual line measures 7.5 inches, and that box is going to be 1/2 inch long. So I hope you can see that okay. And I'm just going to draw a line straight down the centre. Whoops. So there's my box shape drawn on there. And then take it out a bag piece, and we're going to pop this right sides together. And I'm going to put it 3 inches from the top. And 3 inches from each side. So when this folds over, that is going to be the size of my pocket. Actually, I'm just going to move that up a little bit. Let's move it up to there. Because I am going to cut the corners out here, so I don't want the pocket to be too deep. So I'm going to measure that again. So let's pop that centrally over the front of my pocket, over the front of my bag, 2 inches from the top and 3 inches from each side. And I'm just going to pop a few pins in there, just at the top, just to hold that in place. Then we'll sew around the edge of the box, and I'm going to shorten the stitch on my machine to 2.2. So just follow the line. This is very much like when we do a letterbox zip. So this bit is just the same technique. So we'll go all around the edge, then we'll cut a line down the centre. If you find that with your sewing machine, when you go around a corner, you get a skip stitch, if you have a, like it's got a dot on the stitch, and it's a stitch that stitches on top of itself a few times, do that in the corner, and that will prevent that from happening. So let's just turn this around and go back up to the other corner, and then use that, I call it a spot stitch, and then back round to where I started. Whoops. Then you will need a very sharp pair of scissors, and we're going to cut along the line down the centre of the box. Just cut that thread off. But just before I get to the end, I'm going to snip into the corners, so as close as I can to those stitches, but without snipping through the stitches. And then we're going to take this fabric and post it through the hole. Before I do that, just to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to iron all of the fabric away from the hole. It just makes it easier when you post it through, I find. And then push all of this through the hole. So again, just like we're making a letterbox zip, and we're going to fold the lining fabric back so we've got the seam on the outside or right on the edge of the hole. If you get any puckering, you'll get it in the corners on the lining. It doesn't tend to pucker on the outside. So if you get a little bit of gathering here, then don't worry about it, because you won't see it. Then let's turn this over to the other side, and I'm just going to press it again. And if you need to, if your fabric isn't pressing as well as you'd like, a little bit of best press, spray starch, just to get that nice crease in there. So, no, it's not pre-quilted, Kaz. I quilted it. It's pre-printed to look like patchwork, but it's not pre-quilted. Oh, thanks, Anne. I've got dates for the next workshop, and I keep forgetting to tell Kim to put it on the website. I think it's 17th of April, something like that. Susie's in Australia at the moment for a month. And then with one thing and another for March, we can't do March, so it's going to be April. But we're going to do the 2 days and the stay over at the Premier Inn, and just like we did last time. So I'm hoping that's going to be a really nice weekend. So I shall get in touch with Kim tomorrow. She's on the way back now. And I get her to put that on the website. I don't know exactly what the projects are going to be, but it will be storage, and hopefully we'll have lots of projects. And there'll be different projects for the Saturday than the Sunday. So if you just wanted to come for one day, if you don't want to come and stay over and stay for a couple of days, then that's absolutely fine. Choose one or the other if you wish. So we'll try and get that on the website for you tomorrow. As the 2 bags behind my left shoulder, with the frill and the people on a download. The one with the girls, this is Ada and Pearl. These are Half Yard Club projects. They are on the website right now. They're February's project, so they went on Sunday. And the little bag with the frill around it here is a download on the website. I'm glad you like them, Linda. Thank you. Love bags like this. I'll be making this at the weekend. Yes, Universal Cat. I shall get this on the website tonight. I'll do it as soon as I've finished here. Just come on. Honestly, I thought a 3 font point if I do it 4. Then I get distracted. I do that all the time. I distract myself. And so I said, I'd love to do the workshops. It's the one weekend I can't make. Oh, never mind, Dan. Oh, that's a shame, because you do most of them. You're so much fun. I'll confirm the dates later. So we've done that. We're now going to flip this over again before we do any sewing, and fold the bottom of the pocket over the hole. So you're making a pleat. Make sure the tops of that match and it doesn't overlap, otherwise you're going to find it quite difficult to get into the pocket. So I'll stick a couple of pins in here, not too close to the actual pocket edge, because I'm going to top stitch around that in just a second. So pin through there, and one on this side, and press it. And I'm just going to flip this over and make sure I'm looking right from the front. So this is going to be underneath the flap, and I just want to make sure I can still get my hand inside there. And now I'm happy with that. I'll top stitch all around the edge from the front so I can see where I'm going. So I think this makes it a really neat pocket. And although I'm going to put a flap on this, just going to move that pin out of the way from underneath. I'm going to put a flap on it, but it doesn't necessarily need one, because it makes it quite a hidden pocket, and of course it's quite secure as well. Just snip a thread away. And then we're back to the beginning. So now I can pop the pins out. That's how we're looking from the front. And that's how we are from the back. Then we're going to take the bottom of the pocket, bring it up to the top, match the edges, and just pin through the pocket pieces, not all the way through to the bag. And then we'll need to sew all the way around the edge, but again, not through the bag. So if I just flip that over and turn it back, so I'm turning the bag away from it, and then we'll sew all the way around this edge. Oh, hi, Zach. How are you, darling? What's it like in the Caribbean? I bet you're baking hot over there, aren't you? Is the Kim's Heart cushion fabric on the website, please? Yes, it is. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. It's some kind of gingham. Let me just have a look. I think it was a gingham. Yes, it is this one. Fabric Godmother Rowan Gingham Seersucker. It is beautiful. Is that sold out? Oh, okay. And the other one she used, that was on the large one. That is such a lovely fabric. It's a dressmaking fabric, basically. But it makes a nice frill because it's nice and soft. So that was the big cushion. I can't remember what she used for the smaller one. It's one of the newer fabrics. On the website, I wonder if she's put a link. If there's not a link on there on the item description, I'll put one on. So if you go to new arrivals, sorry, bear with me a sec. She hasn't put a link on. I'll put a link on when I find it. So if it's this fabric that you wanted to go for, I can't remember what it's called. It's one of the newer fabrics that we have, but I shall put a link on there. So if you go to the actual pattern download, you should be able to see it there later on. This is so much easier than I thought all these years. I'm going to try on my next bag. It is easy, but it looks really professional. I really like these looks. Oh, hi, Dawn. How are you? Jenny says, magic before her eyes. Oh, Zach says, glorious weather in the Caribbean. What would you expect? I think I'm up to date there. Right, let's carry on with this. So again, moving the main bag fabric out of the way. And we'll just, oh, there we go. Sew all around the edge. So move that up with a needle down, flip it over, and again, bag fabric out of the way. Pins out as you sew. Up to that corner. And then back down this side. So that is your pocket finish. So you've got a nice fully lined pocket. If I flip that over, you can see it is quite discreet. Nice lining on the inside. But then, of course, on the bag that we're going to make, that's also got the flap across the top. So it makes it really nice and secure. So that's all I was going to show you on this demo. Dawn, that's the front pocket on this bag. I'll just show you again really quickly and explain it. All of the rest of the making up on it, I'll do a video. I'll finish all of that off and I'll put it on YouTube. So it's free. Shouldn't be, but that's going to be free on YouTube later on tonight. So the pocket that I've just made there is the one that's actually underneath here. There it is. And I just think it looks really neat. So if you don't want to put the flap on, that's fine. And as I said earlier, you could put a magnetic snap on there as well. I haven't put any hardware on the actual bag. You could add that if you wanted to. It has got enough fabric. If you buy 1/2 meter of the patchwork, there's enough fabric to make the patch pocket. I should have put a divider on that because it does bag a little bit. But that's fine. That makes a nice divider. I've used white on white for the lining, and I've stitched webbing in cream with navy stitching for the handles, just because I thought it looked really nice with the fabric. So I haven't got time to finish the whole bag now, but I will do this all again and get it onto YouTube later on. Wadding wise, I did explain earlier on, I've used 2 layers of H630. You don't have to. I just thought I wanted a loft. I wanted to see the stitches sinking into the fabric, and 1 layer didn't quite give it enough. So I've joined 2 together to put those on the back. And I've also used some of our 40-gram interfacing on the lining, which is why, so I'm just unplugging the iron because I forgot the other day and left it on overnight. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. But I know it's a lot of interfacing, but I've got a bag that practically stands up, and it really doesn't matter. If you wanted to add more, then no one's going to know what's on the inside of here. So if you want to double up on any of your interfacings, or even, use your H630, H640 and an interfacing, doesn't really matter. Makes it as stable as you like. Get quite carried away. So anyway, that will be on there later on. Absolutely gorgeous bag. Oh, thank you, Zach. Nice bag, says Sophia. I was really pleased with that. I've been looking at this fabric, sat on our shelves for so long, thinking, what can I do with that? And it's got to be a bag, hasn't it? Cushion cover. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I just think it looks really stylish, lovely fabric. You could make the bag in the faux leathers. I can't wait to get started with those faux leathers. I think they're just gorgeous. Really excited about those. Polly loves it. Lovely. Samantha says can't wait to make it. I'm glad you like it. Amanda says it looks really professional. It's the fabric that does it though, isn't it? So I'll just show you really quickly the straps on the front. I've covered over. If I peel that right back, you can just see the ends of them. I haven't done anything with the ends of those because the flap covers them. And on the back, I just folded the ends up and sewed them together in the box. I'm not normally a fan of seeing straps like that. I like to sew them into a seam so you don't see the ends. But of course, this isn't a seam. So there's no other way to do it than to just sew those in a box on the back like that as well. Oh, Christina's just bought the fabric. I don't know how much it is. But 1/2 meter will make the outside, 1/2 meter easily will make the lining, and we don't do any smaller than 1/2 meter, so you'll have some left over if you went for the contrast flap as well. But you could do that. You don't have to put the flap on. If you finish the straps on the front the same way as on the back, so it folded over and finished, then you'll just have that on the front without the flap, which looks very nice as well. So Ivory Keys says, how do you stiffen a bag in the bottom to stand up without falling over? It's not just the bottom you need to stiffen. To stop a bag, it has to be the bag, because you can have as stiff a bottom as you like, but the sides are still going to flop. So that's interfacing. So as I said, with this bag, there's loads of different interfacings. It's quite a minefield. It is still quite soft, but I wanted to be able to see the quilting stitches. If you want a bag that really won't fold over, use our fusible craft fleece, which is exclusive. It's ours. So have a look on the website for fusible craft fleece. We don't have pre-cut packs at the moment. We should have some in the next few days, but we do sell it by the meter, which I think is £9, £8.99, something like that for a meter. You make 2 bags out of that. So fusible craft fleece, or if you wanted it really firm, go for a Bosal single-sided fusible interfacing. It's a bit more expensive, but that's a foam and that will make it really stiff. If you want your base stiff, there's a few different ways you can do that, and probably some of you have got some advice as well. You can buy bag base mesh, which is like a plastic mesh. We don't have any, but you can cut that to size. With bags like this, actually with any bag, if you wanted to add a base to it, cut out the size of the base within the seam allowance so that the square mesh or whatever base it is you're making sits in the seam allowance here. And then you could secure it by putting bag feet straight through here. So you can either make a bag base to this shape, cover it in your lining fabric and drop it into the bag after your bag is finished and just stuff it into the bottom. You could turn the whole thing inside out and do a few hand stitches to keep it in place. If you're making it as you go with the bag, then you can use your bag feet and put it into the bag before you attach the lining, before you put the lining in. What else could you use? What do you use for bag? I don't normally put bag bases in. What do you use for bag basing? The fabric, Sylvia. Let me take you to the website again. If you go up here, I did put a link in the description box for the fabric. So you can click on that. That should be on YouTube and on Facebook. If you click on patchwork, it's this one. It's Maywood Studio. So I've used the patchwork blue half square triangles for the outer. That's the one that I used for the pocket. And there is a blue tile that goes with it as well, which would make a beautiful lining if you wanted to go for all three of those together. So just type in patchwork or Maywood or have a click on the description box below. I'm sure I'll put it on there. Fee uses the thin plastic cutting boards. Cut to size, make a bag with a lining fabric to cover it. That's a nice idea. Old cutting mats that are pretty worn out. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Samantha uses pelmet. Oh, that's a good idea as well. Pelmet interfacing, because that's really stiff, isn't it? Patrice uses thick, stiff felt and cuts to size. Alana says, Debbie, you could use a piece of stiff card wrapped in wadding and lining fabric. You could. Don't put your bag down in anything wet. Hard card, says Stitchy Witch. Hard card. Covered in hard card covered in cling film. So you can put it down in that's not heard of that one. That's a nice idea. Hello, Jean BG. Home to see near the ending. I'll watch back later. Lovely. There will be a YouTube video later on. Might be a bit later on because it takes me ages to edit these. I've got to finish the bag anyway. It'll be on tonight. Got nothing else to do tonight. And tends to use mesh plastic base and make a sleeve for it too. Oh, Decaville's a good idea. Heavy Decaville, that's a nice idea too. Oh, we'll love it when you come up with all of these ideas. Are we up to date there? I have got some amazing panels for Sewing Street on the 17th. I'm so excited. You know my Ada and Pearl characters, they've got a quilt panel. It's only a little one. Beautiful. They're putting kits together. What day is it today? I'll show you on Saturday. Shouldn't show you that early, but I'm going to show you on Saturday. Very excited. Very excited about that. They're beautiful. So excited. And what have we got? On this, I'm taking over on the 17th. 17th at 8 o'clock in the morning, I think we've got Half Yard Sewing Club offer, which is before the price goes up. Need to have that confirmed, but I'm sure that's going to be 8 o'clock on the 17th. I think I'm 8, 10, 12. Don't know. Haven't checked yet. But then we've also got the Ada and Pearl show. The Ada and Pearl. I need a jingle. And then the next show is Chumleys. And I've got 2 new Chumleys for you. I'll show you. Oh, I should have wrote them down. Oh, no, it's too soon. Too soon. I'll show you on, where are we? I'll show you on Saturday. So I've got 2 new Chumleys, 3 new Chumleys. So 2 new Chumleys, which we will have on the website as well. We've got a hedgehog and 3 new Chumleys. We've got a hedgehog, a bee, and a ladybird. And there will be an exclusive, only sold on Sewing Street birthday bear. not anything like the birthday bear that we did on Half Yard Club, and this one has its own birthday bear labels, a Sewing Street official emblem. So excited. God, I never stop working. Like Dean and Pearl. Oh, what was that? Oh, I wish I'd got sound. What was the Dean and Pearl at the cinema? I'll look at it. I won't be able to play it. I was going to say I'll Google it now and play it in, but I'll be shut down. I'll have a look at that. Can you put a zip in? You can put a zip in that hole. Who was that? Jill. And you could put a zip panel in the top if you wanted to as well. Absolutely. Absolutely, you can add zips to it. Hope you're on it with Stuart. You're both so funny. No, I've got Vicky. I've got Vicky that day, who is a Chumley virgin. I don't think she knows what to expect. Cass says I can sing it, but you can't hear me. You'll have to WhatsApp me that then, Cass. Oh, you've got some fabric coming tomorrow. I think Melissa's been in touch. I've got no idea what you're going to do with it, so I'm just leaving it to you to do whatever the heck you want, if that's okay. I'm just my head's like this at the moment. There's so much going on. No walrus yet, Linda. I'm afraid no walrus yet. I've got a lot of others to get through before I get to a walrus. Oh, Anne's singing it too. Oh, and I can imagine this chorus of ladies singing a tune I can't even remember. Okay, right, I better get going because I need to get this video done, I suppose. Wonderful ideas about a stiff bag bottom. Yeah, thank you to everyone for that. It's nice when we all get involved like that, isn't it? No, Liberty scraps, can't get them. Liberty are not forthcoming with their scraps at the moment. A flamingo. Short, round and fat though, Leanna. Flamingos tend to be long and thin with skinny necks. Camelot fabric looks just, isn't it? Camelot fabric's gorgeous. Right, so I'll go and do this video. I'll finish off making the bag. I'll do the video now, and I'll see you again on Saturday. Honestly, my days are all over the place at the moment. I'll see you again on Saturday. So yeah, get your fabric ordered, and don't forget to put your pictures on the group. This is a Debbie Shaw Sewing Shop on Facebook, so it'd be nice if you could come and join us there as well. And I shall show you all my new stuff that we're showing on Sewing Street far too early, and I'll be in so much trouble on Saturday. So thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet of the bag project, and I can't wait to see your pictures. So you take care, and I'll see you again on Saturday. Bye-bye.